If you think you need thousands of dollars to start a blog, I'm here to tell you, you absolutely don't. You can start your blog, create content, and make money online all for under $50 a month. So if you have been putting off starting your blog because of the cost, that excuse ends now. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Francesca. And in today's video, we're sharing how you can start a blog on a budget, what to pay for, what to skip, and how to set up your blog to make money online without wasting a dime.
Yes, because we're the girlies who are all about saving
Mhm.
money, especially because we spent thousands, okay? And I'm not exaggerating, on
Yes.
tools and services and just everything over the years. So we have this down to a science. You'll have everything you need to get going and make money all under $50 a
Mhm.
month. So the first thing that you're going to need to secure is your home base, and that is your domain. So right now, you can purchase your domain on Namecheap. Now, the budget is $10 for the first year, but the renewal is going to be $17. So even though you're getting that special upfront, bear in mind the renewal cost will be a bit higher. Now, you can purchase your domain from GoDaddy or any other domain provider. Personally, I have them at GoDaddy, and that is completely okay because it's the next thing that's going to be the most important, which in this case, it's the hosting. Tell them about the hosting, Francesca. Plus, we also have our own personal favorite.
Yes, I think the hosting is the most important part. I know it's not sexy, but it's really important. And if you're starting off, I really suggest that you start off well and strong. Now, we do have a budget option and then our recommended best option. So, with the budget option, I would suggest that you look at SiteGround, and they have really great plans where if you pay for the whole year, you can secure your hosting for about $2.99 a month, at least for right now. Now, I do think that you will have some limitations with performance and with growth with SiteGround. They are just fine for starting out, sure, but you will have to eventually move to another hosting provider. Now, my recommendation, if you can splurge on any one step of this plan, would be that you splurge here and that you go with the hosting provider that we think is the best. And in this case, we are recommending Big Scoots. Now, Big Scoots is the best all around, and you can start with a basic plan from them, which is their shared plans, for about $7.99 a month. Now, if you pay for the whole year, I think that goes down a little bit more. I think maybe it goes down to $6.99 a month. So you can still just spend a couple of extra dollars compared to what you would spend at SiteGround. But the advantage of being already with a host that is equipped to handle your future, so you're future proofing your blog, is as you need more resources or as your blog gets enough traffic and you're needing to go into your own private server as opposed to being on shared hosting, they will do all of that moving for you, and it's going to be so seamless, and you're not going to have to think about migrating to another hosting provider, which can be stressful in the future. So I think that those are your two choices. Obviously, if you are on a more tighter budget, you have SiteGround, which is just fine, but you will have limitations on growth and on speed. So eventually you're going to have to move from there, or you can just start off strong and start off with the basic plan on Big Scoots for about $6.99 or $7.99, depending on whether you pay for that annually or monthly.
Yeah, and pay attention to those renewal fees. They give you a good deal that first
Yes.
year. But again, Big Scoots is very transparent and you know you're locked in. This is your rate. There's no mystery. And like Fran said, if you need to upgrade, they're right there for you and they can help you because migrating is really stressful.
Yes.
Okay, the next thing you need to do is get your theme. Now, we're going to back things up a bit. We are going to recommend you build your site using Cadence, right? Cadence is both a theme and it also has blocks. So we're going to recommend Cadence. We're going to have a whole separate video where we tell you everything you need to know about Cadence. But for right now, just trust us, okay? We're your fairy god aunties on the internet when it comes to blogging and wanting to make money. So just go with Cadence. Trust the process. Now, once you go with Cadence, you're still going to need a starter template. You're going to need something to build on. We are recommending, if you're on a budget, to go with the free starter template plugin and then select the free recipe blog. Now, this is a free template by Cadence, so no money up front, nothing. However, if you can splurge, right? If you can splurge, we are recommending you go with a Hearten-made theme. Now, an affordable theme that we found on that platform, because our blogs, we build our personal blogs, and even the branding fix, okay? We have built it with a Hearten-made theme. Now, we found an affordable theme that we think is very flexible for a lot of niches. It's the Rosemary WordPress theme. This comes in at $119, so $120 essentially. This is a one-time investment, but because we want to give you a per month price. If you kind of, spread that out, it is going to be a $10 a month spend. But after that first year, again, you are even, you are whole. So we highly recommend you going with Hearten Made. But again, if you want to really stick to that budget, just go with the free recipe blog that is available on cadence. The next big thing we need to talk about is plugins. Tell us about those premium plugins, Fran, that people will need.
Don't go spending money on any plugins because that's a whole rabbit hole that you can get into. There's only two things right now that I think would be very important from the get go that you spend money on. One is WP Rocket, that is a recommended plugin for performance and speed, all of your settings for optimization, whether that is image optimization or your database optimization and all of that. So, that is one that I do recommend that you get, and that does have an annual fee, which is right now about $59 a year. You do have to make a one time purchase for that and pay for the year. So it will average out to about $5 a month. And the second thing that I think it's really important that you start from the beginning with is Akismet. Now, this is going to be your spam prevention for all of those nasty comments that nobody wants to be dealing with. And believe me, even if you think that your blog is not going to be getting those because it's brand new, you will get that. And you need something that blocks that out. So it improves the performance for somebody that's coming on your site. They don't have to be dealing with seeing any nasty things or spammy things. So that plugin will take care of all of that for you. And they do have a pay as you go option. So you can start for about $1 a month there, name your price, and go from there.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Another thing you're going to need is a Canva account, right? Because here's the thing, even though we want you to move away from graphics, because again, we're future proofing our blogs, we're here to make money from our blogs. So you're really going to go hard on original photography. However, having a Canva account is helpful for numerous reasons. So you'll need to kind of transform things from time to time. Maybe you want to repurpose content for, say, Instagram versus Facebook versus your blog, TikTok. So sometimes using the resizing tool and stuff like that can be helpful. And again, just repurposing your content to share on social. So you have a free Canva account that you can get. However, if you choose to go with the premium subscription, that is $15 a month or $120 a year. Again, I think Canva is great for repurposing content and just keeping things organized, because we for sure use a Canva account to do that. And it helps us stay squared when it comes to creating content for the branding fix, but also for our personal blogs too.
Yeah, I think Canva is so, so important. I mean, even on Pinterest for Pinterest graphics, like there's going to be so many uses. So, depending on your budget, go with one of those. Now, the next thing that I think is essential, because we keep talking about the fact that you need to have some type of media content, whether that is audio or video. So, the tool that I think it's a must have for that, that's going to make your life so much easier, is Descript. Now, this is a software. You do have to pay a monthly fee for that. And it will make editing so easy because it's basically text based editing. It transcribes everything that you're recording, and then you can edit simply from that text. You delete the text from the transcript, it deletes the actual video or audio section. So it's really, really simple. They have great templates as well that you can create. So it will make your editing process really seamless, really fast. So I cannot recommend that tool enough. I think it's a must. They do have a plan that's called the Hobbyist right now, and it's about $16 a month. That will give you about 10 hours of transcription, which should be enough to get you started and get you going at first.
Yes, because even if you're doing one podcast episode a week or two YouTube videos a week, that is definitely enough for the first month and just to kind of get you going. So yes, I think Descript is really cool. Another thing you need to get is Chat GPT. And I know what you're already thinking, like, why are these blogging girlies talking about AI and Chat GPT? Well, first of all, you need to get familiar with AI, because otherwise you're sounding like the folks back in the 90s when it came to the internet. And now no one can consider what life would be without the internet, okay? So you need to get Chat GPT just to get familiar with it. But also, do not use ChatGPT to create content. What you're going to do is take the transcript from your YouTube video, from your podcast, or any content that you have originally created, and now you can put that into ChatGPT and have it help you repurpose content. The most important thing to remember is that all ChatGPT can do is spit facts. It cannot speak to your lived human experience. So don't get caught up in that, all right? Now, here's the thing with ChatGPT. There is a free account, but it limits the number of prompts per hour. So we kind of do recommend you starting there, because you don't really need a whole bunch of prompts. Again, it's just a kind of repurpose original content that you've already created. However, the upgraded account is $20 a month. So once you've gotten to a level where maybe you're blogging every day, that's the only reason why you might need an upgraded plan. But I think the free account is good to start so you get familiar with ChatGPT and AI chatbots in general.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Start slow and then just upgrade as you need. Now, the next thing that also kind of goes in the same way, you're going to start slow and then upgrade as you need, is your newsletter provider. You do need to start building your email list from day one. I don't think you should wait for that. So that means you need to start collecting emails from day one. Now, what we actually recommend is that you start on Substack. Substack is a newsletter provider that is completely free. It also kind of doubles as a social media site or social media network. So you kind of get two benefits in one, but it will be able to send emails to your subscribers. You do have access to that list of emails of people that are subscribed. So when you want to migrate to some other platform, if you want to do that, you can do that and you can bring your list with you.
Now, here's the thing. Substack is a great place to start, and we too have Substack accounts, but we recommend you create a Flowdesk account, especially if you want advanced analytics and if you have freebies to deliver. I mean, we have freebies too. We're giving you a branding kit, and we're also giving you Lightroom presets and more, link in the video's description, which really doesn't limit your growth. So you're not paying extra as your email list grows, which you can find with other email service providers. It comes in at $38 a month. But hey, again, they don't charge you as your list grows, so you can feel free to just share all your freebies and grow your list that way.
And the last thing is, if you are going to be doing audio and you do need a podcast host, you can actually also use Substack for that, because Substack will allow you to host a podcast on their platform completely free, which is amazing. And you can actually distribute that to all of the podcast players. You will have an RSS feed, and that link you'll be able to submit to Spotify and Apple and all of the other players. So I think that that is a great place to start for you as well. If you are planning on doing a audio only podcast, you can actually upload video as well. So you can do either audio or video. So Substack becomes a very flexible and most importantly, free platform that can get you started. Now, if you want, again, more analytics, because things are a little bit limited with Substack, and you want more details and more control over your podcast hosting, you can upgrade to a premium service. And what I recommend is that you use Captivate. Now, Captivate comes in at about $19 a month, but they allow you to actually have multiple shows. So you can have as many shows as you want. They allow you to have paid memberships, exclusive content, early content for your paid members. So they give you a lot of flexibility, and obviously they distribute everywhere as well. You also have access to inserting ads. So if that is part of your strategy in the future as well, you can do that with them, where you don't really have that capability with Substack. So once you're ready to upgrade your podcast, you can then move into Captivate. But again, you can start and do many things for free with a Substack account. So I definitely think you should consider that. Plus, it gives you the extra added benefit of discoverability.
Yes, absolutely, for sure. So there you have it. We just share the ways you can start a blog for $50 a month or less. Now, I know we shared a lot of information and you probably didn't have your calculator out. However, I'm going to go through everything with you. So if you got your domain from Namecheap and you paid $10 for the first year, okay, you're going to spread that out over a month. It's less than $1 a month. Then if you go with a SiteGround hosting at $2.99 a month for the first year only, again, because we know they upgrade, but we're working with the $2.99 a month. Then you get the free theme from Cadence, which is a free recipes blog. So using Cadence, but you're also using the free theme. And then you also go with WP Rocket for optimization, which is around $5 a month, and a Kismet for your spam protection for $1 a month. You go with a Canva free account. You go with a Descript hobbyist account for $16 a month. You go with a ChatGPT free account, and you go with Substack for both your podcast and your newsletter. You will come in at around $41 a month. So you are under $50 a month there. So that's an easy way for you to get started at a lower price point. However, if you're going for the premium option, right, and you're deciding, I'm just going to get this right out the gate, again, the cost for the domain is the same at around $1 a month. But if you upgrade to Big Scoot hosting and you start with a shared hosting plan, that's $7.99 a month. If you decide to upgrade and get the Rosemary theme also for Cadence, but you're buying this through Heart and Made, while it's a $120 upfront cost, it's $10 a month. There's the same WP Rocket for $5 a month, a Kismet anti-spam for $1 a month. But you decide to upgrade your Canvas and now you're paying $15 a month. Descript $16 a month. ChatGPT at $20 a month. You decide to go with Flowdesk for $38 a month, and Captivate for your podcast hosting, you will come in at $133, so under $150. So you have the basic option where you can start for under $50 a month, but if you want to go premium, your budget is around $150 a month. But no matter what you choose, you will be set up for success. I mean, don't you agree, Fran? I mean, I think this is great.
Absolutely. I mean, imagine that you can be at less than $50, but you will have your blog, you will have a podcast, you will have a newsletter, you will have all of these things. And of course, you're going to be posting content on social media, but you have all the tools to edit all of that content. So So you're set for everything.
Yes, you're absolutely set. And again, you don't have to start with everything right away. But this is just proof, okay? Money is not an object for you to start your blog so you can start earning income online. So, yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments as well. But we also want you to stick around for our next video. We are going to be talking more about blogging for income. So, we're going to get into how to start a blog. But again, the focus is to earn money. So, be sure to like the video, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend, but also subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye.